We're going to begin standing together. Hands at heart space. So good, happy Thursday, beautiful people. My name is Heather, and we are going to be going through a mindful flow for your practice today. Mindfulness is very important for your yoga practice, but also in everyday living. So during the practice, I'll be reminding you about being mindful, and to seal our practice, our Shavasana pose will be oriented towards mindfulness. So to begin, we're going to revisit our mountain pose. So let's begin at our base. Now your feet can be together or they can be a little bit apart, whatever's comfortable for you. The most important thing is to engage your feet into your mat or the floor, whatever you're standing on. Give your knees a little bit of a micro bend. Imagine you tearing the floor or the mat apart with your legs. And all of a sudden you feel, and you're mindful of your thighs and your glutes. Tighten up through the core. So that abdominal wall that we work on Sundays, this is that opportunity to bring that back to your mat. You can also bring all of this back to your everyday. Whenever you're doing things in a standing position, just bring this moment back to that time and be present. From here, roll the shoulders back. Let's have a little bit of integrity into the palms. Bow your head ever so slightly. Feel the length in through the back body. Shoulders are open and wide, those collarbones smiling. And you should feel very connected from the crown of your head to your toes. Good. And with our palms, keep your eyes open and look to the front. We're going to take our palms out in front, pressing, and then draw them in. And then we're going to go around by keeping shoulders and hips squared off. And this is what I call stir the pot, because we're going to stir the pot. This sort of awakens through the core and through the shoulders. But I want a good solid press in through the fingers, like you're trying to squish something in between your hands. Nice. Don't lose that connection with your feet. From your crown to your heel, everything is solid and connected. Your circles are small, but they're concise. But one more. Then exhale, release. Arms to the side, roll shoulders back, palms open. So now your shoulders are open a wee bit. Generously with intention, bend your knees a lot and come on up. And with mindfulness, we're going to look up to the sky, pull your hands down to center, flat back. And then find the floor with your palms. Let the head hang here. Flatten the back. Exhale, round out, root and rise up. So I want to oxygenate the body for a little bit. Beautiful, well done. Hands together. Press down to the midline, flatten the back, and then release, round out the back. Let the head hang heavy. Halfway lift up, so hike up those shoulder blades. Then round out, press into the earth, engage your feet. Be mindful here, looking up a wee bit. Connect your fingers. Pull down and through the center, press the palms, energize, and then round right out this time. Let the head hang. Allow gravity to pull the top of the head towards the floor. Halfway lift. Exhale, round out, root and rise up. We're going to do this 2 more times. So open up the body, press the palms together, and then round out. Halfway lift, squeeze your spine. Round out. Root and rise up. We have one more opportunity. Press. All the way. Feel the spine awaken. Notice how the body is becoming in tune to your practice. And just come to hands to heart space right here. We're going to be going through a flow, 4 segments to your sun salutations. Do what you can. We'll show some modifications along the way. So the first couple will be fairly slow. We're going to pick up the pace for the last 2 rounds. I will again go to the side so you get to see. Once you get through one flow, try to remember what the next moves are. So get that feel of anticipation. Okay, so mountain pose right here. Generously bend. Inhale up. Again, connect. Flat back. Connect your hands. Let the head go. We're going to take the right leg back and then the left. We're going to come to a plank right here. We're going to hold this plank for about 3 breaths. Now remember, you can drop to knees. We're just warming up that core. And then from here, we're going to come into a 3-legged dog. So bring your feet a little closer together. Bend at the knee, open up the hips. So allow the hips to roll open. Keep your hands, shoulders squared off. Good. And then revisit your hips to the floor. Take your knee in towards your heart, round out. If you want to connect with your foot, you can. We're going to come into a long lunge. As soon as that lunge comes, drop the back knee. Lifting up. And again, palms connect. A lot of palms connection today. We're going to wrap around. And then inhale, lengthen biceps by ears. And then connect. Revolve around. Good. Inhale, exhale, wrap around. Reach. Now this time, take your fingers, straddle your right foot. Back to the plank again we go. We're not here long this time, but now we're going to lead with our hips coming to our down dog. Yes. Pedal it out. Good. Slide forward. Connect your knees. Roll the elbows in. Hover your heart down towards the earth. Come up into your cobra. Now cobra, I want the back of your neck open and long. Try not to look up. Surrender your heart down. Tuck the toes. Come into your down dog. And pedal it out again. Beautiful. Look to your hands. We're going to tippy-toe our feet in. Halfway lift. Round out. Root and rise. Pull your hands to heart. And here we are into our mountain pose. That's round 1. Now we're going to be mindful about something else. So maybe it's practicing moving the breath through the body. You choose to be mindful in something during this next second flow. Generously bend. Hands to heart, flat back. Connect to the floor. Left leg goes back. Then the right. Here you are into your plank. We're going to hold this for about 3 breaths so we ignite through the core. A little wider is easier, don't forget. Good. And then from here, hip hinge into your down dog. Left leg now carves up. 3-legged dog. Bend at the knee. Open up the hips. So just shine your pelvis open. Keep shoulders squared off. Draw that knee in towards your heart. Round out the spine. Come into your lunge. Dropping the knee down. Rise up. Lengthen. Palms together. Connect. We're going to wrap around the outside of the knee if it's available to you. Beautiful. Lifting up. I keep my back toe hooked because it's stabilizing me. Exhale. Good. And then we're going to reach forward, straddling. Come into your plank. Down dog. Pedal it out. Let the head go. Give me a little bit of attitude if you have it here. And then just come forward into your plank. Come to your knees. Roll your elbows in. We're going to melt our heart towards the floor. So again, I like to take my ear to the side. If I connect, that's fine. Lift up. Up dog. Now you can hover your thighs or keep them onto the floor. No judgment. Good. Surrender back down. Come into your down dog. So whether you do your whole chaturanga today, whether you do certain poses in a week, 7 days, 7 months, it doesn't matter. You're here and you're practicing, and that's what counts. Look to your hands. Walk those toes in to meet the palms. Halfway lift up. Round out spine. Give me a big, conscious, energetic breath in. Good. Hands to heart. All right, 2 more. What are you going to be mindful for on this next round? Choose something that is meaningful for you. Generously bend. Looking good. Lots of energy. Bring it to your table. All the way down. Head hang. Halfway lift. Let's come into our plank. Remember, we're going to hold this for about 3 breaths here. So decide where your feet are going to go. Press into the earth. Strong. Hip hinge. Right leg, carve the heel up, active toe. Melt the left one down. Bend at the knee, open up your pelvis. Evenly distribute your hands. Look to your palms. We're going to take our knee, tuck it in, land it. Now this time you can come up or you can keep that knee down. You're going to wrap around and lift up. Again, if you cannot lift this knee up, no problem. Keep it down. Maybe tomorrow you will, maybe in a year you will. It doesn't matter, you're here. Here we are. Plant it. Here's your plank. Come into your down dog. Paddle it out, give me some good attitude. Melt your heels down towards the earth. Try to search. Looks good. Now we're going to glide into our plank. And again, your chaturanga, melting down. If you need to hover, you can. Up dog. It's your flow. Down dog. Paddle it out. Nice work. You should be getting beautifully warm right now. Walking the fingers and toes together. Halfway lift. Round out the spine. Press into the earth. Bring me some beautiful energy. Hands to heart space. Okay, this is your last round. Last opportunity. You ready to come with me? Let's go. Up. Press into those palms aggressively. Flatten the back and then round. Take the left leg back and then the right. Here's your plank. Good. Press into the earth. Revisit head to crown. Solid, solid. Let's come into your down dog. Left leg, carve that heel up. Right heel searches. Bend at the knee, open up. Just let the ankle drip towards the floor. Look to your palms, plant it, and you decide what you want to do. And if you have to assist that leg, perfect, no problem. We're going to wrap around the outside of the knee, ride it up, breath to movement. So notice your breath guide you, right? We're practicing moving the body and breathing. One last time to wrap around. Yes. Coming up now, reach, remove the left foot, let it join the right. Down dog, pedal it out. Glide back in. So just search for stacking those bones. Chaturanga down, strength, push into the earth. Squeezing the glutes, connect your entire body here. Downward facing dog. Yes. Got it. Bending your knees, tippy toe in. Come up halfway. How long can you be from your tailbone to the crown of your head? And now round out, bend the knees as much as you need. Rise up, energizing. Bring your hands to heart space. So you should be up toward the top of your mat. We're going to do a little bit of short segments throughout the practice today. The first one, we're going to still have our hands together. We're going to take the right leg up. So you're going to be facing me and I'm going to be facing you. Top of the mat. We're going to curtsy the leg. So my right leg not only goes back behind me, but on a diagonal. And when I sink my back knee, I want both knees to be down close to the floor as possible. Now I'm going to wrap around towards my curtsy foot. Opening up wide, keep my hands active, commit to my squat with my arms above. So this is good for opening up through chest and back body. Try not to look down at the floor, but keep your eyes straight ahead. It's not about how far you go down, but it's about keeping the arms as straight and long as possible. Nice. Pull it back in, curtsy, wrap around. Open up, shine like a star, and sit into that beautiful star you've created. Nice. And then curtsy, bring it, press together as you're revolving. Try to keep your fingertips at your midline. Nice and wide, don't be shy to use up some space. Beautiful, and then tuck around. Now let's connect breath. Inhale, exhale as you sink. Inhale, Exhale as you revolve. Good. We're gonna do 2 more of these. You should really feel that delicious energy in through the hip here. Try to go lower each and every time, which is why we repeat a move. We're trying to become supple and mobile through our joints. Bring your feet together. Nice. Inhale up. Exhale. Forward fold. Let the arms go. Just chill out right here. Maybe grab hold of your big toes with your index fingers. Pull your chest towards thigh, elbows out to the side. Shake your head yes and no. And let's come up halfway. Round out your spine, and then root and rise up. You know what's coming now? We're going to do the other side. So again, really connect your palms. We're going to take the left foot back and over to the other side. So really sink that back knee down. Now with my thumb connected to my sternum, I press around to the other side. Open up wide. Wrap my hips around the back of my knees. Keeping your chest proud. Stepping, revolving. Got it. Breath to movement, are you there? Hopefully. Take it back, good. Nice work. Think energy, think strength. Revolve. Open. Sink. You're getting the rhythm, and you're kicking into the rhythm. Nice. Sink. And turn. Let's go 3 more of these. And remember, each time you try to get a little lower, a little deeper. Yes, good job. Last one. Let's do our curtsy. This time, come right back, feet are together, deep breath in. Forward fold. When we come down on this forward fold, let's take our forearms behind our calves and kick open. So I'm pressing into my forearms with my back body. Really feel the openness through the hips. Head is heavy. That's a very delicious stretch. Coming up halfway. Exhale, root and rise. Now we're not quite done with that move. We're going to do 1 per side. So get a little bit of a flow going. And again, it's breath to movement. Let's curtsy over to, it would be your right, my left. So we're gonna curtsy, sink low. Now you only get 1 squat right here. Now you're gonna go to the other side. So bring it to the other side, curtsy around, good. So just combine that move, creating this beautiful flow and embrace it. Ride it, you know it. So create your flow. Sink down, nice. Arms. Go at your pace. You don't have to be exactly the same tempo as myself. It all depends on how low you go, if you pause or not. The beautiful thing is, you're releasing through your hips, giving you that spinal twist. Good. Love it. Coming in. You ready? We'll go 1 more each side and then we'll move on. Here we go. Squat back, revolve. This is your last sumo for this. And this is your last curtsy. Beautiful. Meet me into the top of your mat. Take a deep breath in. And just let it all go. Head hang heavy. Coming up flat in the back. And then surrender down. Give me some energy to come up. So on this next sequence, we'll be utilizing our warrior poses. What will happen is you'll be going to the front and back of your mat. So I would suggest either you face the side so you can see better, because you'll be facing the back. You'll get it out in the first round that we go through. So I will start off to the side. I'm going to come up into an energetic breath. And just let the body go right here. Let the head hang. Good. let's take the right leg back. So way back, use lots of space. If you have to, making sure that your bones are stacked. So we'll start off into a lunge. I want you to angle the back foot. Outer edge is connected to the floor. Let's windmill the arms. Use your core muscles to come up. Here we are into warrior two. So again, we're going to create a little bit of a sequence. So let's come into our exalted, opening up. And you want to sink deep into the legs. Battery's low. Good. And then from here, extend. So we're coming into our extended right here. And then coming into the center, we're going to circle up nice and tall. Go back into that warrior. So these are your three moves right here. Exalted. These are short little moves. So you can get the beautiful flow. Pivot the toe. So it's like you're dragging your big toe with you. And do a big circle. All right? So, you getting it? Exalted. Stacking your bones. And then extend it. Pivot the toes in. Yes. We're going to go through that 3 more times. Exalted. And see, I'm using a bind here, or I can trail my hands down. And right here now, extend. And then I scoop my big toe around. Good. Warrior. Exalted. Good. Reach. Pivot the toes. Come into center. Good. One more time. Sink. Exhale. Reach and open up the heart. Good. Extend. Reach. Take your toe down and circle. Hold it right here. Good. Now we're into our sumo. Landmark the hips. Lead with the heart. We'll just take a little break before we do the other side. Good. Connect your hands to the floor. Press in, open up to one side. And then release. Press into the earth. Exhale, open up to the other side. So your hands are right underneath your shoulders. So there's a good distance between shoulders and hips. Landmark one hip bone, then the other. Ignite through your back muscles. Soften the knees, re-stack spine. Good. All we need to do now is tip your toes. Coming into your warrior two. Right, so warrior two. Exalted. And then reach. Swoop in, take the toes with you, and circle, warrior two. It's the same on this side, so you're very familiar with it. You reach, and then circle. Make sure you square everything off, sink. So there's some toe pivoting here, foot pivoting. Good, and reaching. Good, breath. Be mindful to your movements, sinking in. Good. Reach. Oh, here we go. Exalted. Now reach. Circle. Sink deep. Don't be afraid to go to your depths here. Open up your heart. And reach. We'll go 2 more. Swoop down. This is where you gather your energy. Looking awesome. Exalted. And then reach. And then swoop 1 more time. Good. Warrior. Open up the warrior. Bind if you want to. It's your practice. And right here, holding it. Now this time we're going to take our palms onto our thighs. I'm just going to dip our shoulder in. Meet me back into the center. So elongate from your shoulder to your thigh. Good, we'll do 3 more of these. We're going to combine those 2, just similarly to what we did previously. Good. So coming up into the center, we're going to start on this side, and then we're going to be switching front to back, front to back. You'll get it. Here's our warrior, right? And then we come into exalted. And then reach. Coming into the center, swoop, and go right over to the other side. See? Here we are, beautiful. Exalted. And then extend it, and then swoop. It's a nice flowy move. Open up, reach, circling. See how we just sort of grew with that? Amazing. Love your depth, love your energy. You guys look really good. Keep up the good work. Open the heart, reach, feel your toes with you. Nice. Open up. I love this movement all the time. So if you've been doing a few of my classes, you know that I like to move with the yoga poses. It's kind of my style. That dynamic action, lubricating, becoming supple in all of your joints. This is your last one. Exalted. Also gets you nice and warm. And then holding it right here. Good. Bring your hands to heart space. Heel toe it in. Or you can jump if you're very energetic today. I'm good with that. Let's go through a little bit of a flow before we move on, shall we? Inhale up. So top of your mat is where we should be. Lead with your heart. Swan dive. Yes. Connect. Halfway lift. Connect your hands. Coming back into your plank. Modify if need be. If you need to come to your hands perfect. Guide. Just let your whole torso melt towards the floor. Up dog. Right here. Again, don't lift the chin up. Keep your chin in line. Downward facing dog. Another day. I always like to send my eyes to where my body is going to go. So I look at my toes and my fingers, my toes follow. Good. Halfway lift up. Round it. Root and rise. And here you are at the top of your mat. Beautiful. I will turn to the side again. We're going to come into a powerful move and a little bit of balance. So it gets a little tricky sometimes and straighten up through our glutes and our lower body. I'm going to come into powerful. Inhale, my biceps are beside ears. I think of the ball of my big toe, ball of my baby toe, and then I sink my hips down and away. What I don't like to see is with the front lobe. So I don't want the knees shifting over top of toes. Think of wrapping the hips around, and it doesn't matter how low that you go. And if this is too much for your arms, you can just take them down. But we won't be in this position very long. What I'd like to see you do is to balance on the right foot. And you can actually take this left foot up as high as you can. Good. And then we're going to go back and search for the back of the mat. So we're going to go back far. So push into the right foot. Send the left leg back. Long lunge. Wrap around right here. Good. And then open up. Just like the book. Yes. Feel the stretch. Challenge by looking up. So you got to stay engaged with your feet. Good. And then we're going to windmill around. Grab hold of the floor. So I like to take my fingers, cup them, and then tippy-toe, lift off. So now we're into doing a half split. Try to keep your eyes, once you get this move, try not to look up too much, but look towards your knee. We're going to bend at the knee. We're going to do what's called a curtsy. So I'm going to dip my knee on the outside of my shin, sink into my right knee, push the leg away. So it's like doing single leg squats, push and extend. Down. So this is what I meant about strengthening up that lower body. Feel it all up and through the glutes that are stabilizing, the quad, moving your body up and down. Last one, curtsy. Good. Now you can leave that leg out there. We're going to hold this balance. So try to fingertip up and down, or if you can, grab hold of your ankle and balance on that right leg. Good. Connect the palms to the floor. Now the feet. Good. Hold this position.
bend down a wee bit, stretch out through the glutes, push open, let the head go. Sinking down, and then open up. One more. Good, just rocking through the legs. Come up halfway. Because we've got our head below our heart a little bit, so this is where we need to be to resurface all that blood flow. Inhale up. Oh, that feels delicious, doesn't it? And then come down. Good. Take your hands behind you, open your heart space right here. And then press your index finger down towards the floor. If you can't connect your fingers, that's okay. You can also just press your hands onto your lower back, squeeze your elbows in, going to look up. Open up your heart. Nice. Disconnect. Big breath up. Hands to heart. We're going to do the same thing other side. Let's come into powerful. This side, let's challenge. And I can show you how we can challenge a little bit. So when we get into our spinal twist, we're going to do it right from here. And then we're going to open up, wrap around the other side. We haven't lifted our leg yet. So we're going to do it in a twisted position. Okay, so now we're going to balance. Good. Now in a twisted position, we're going to find the back of the mat. So keep going, 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 going. Now land it, open up. Kick open the back leg. And then you know what's coming. You're preparing for the same thing on this side. But for now, look at our challenge. And then we're going to look down towards the floor. And again, I like to cup my fingers, reach above, lift off, and here we are. You can bend this leg a little bit to start. It doesn't have to be totally open. Look to the knee, and that's curtsy. So take your knee behind your shin and to the side and kick open. So these are little curtsies. Do as many as you can. Doesn't matter again how deep that you go with the leg, it's your choice. I want to think of pushing the floor away. Down, wrap around, and then push open. Good. Breath. Are you breathing? Push in. Long. Beautiful. This is a good one. Let's go two more. Push, extend. Last one. Kick it open. Good. Holding this one. Now this is where we want a little bit of balance. You can hold it right here. Maybe take off one arm, take off the other, or maybe even move your fingertips closer to your toe. But that there will get you balanced. Or if you're up for it, you can actually clasp the ankle. Stay calm. Good. And then release your fingertips to the floor. And so both feet meet. Nice. That's a tough move. So good on you for doing those. And you should feel all the delicious spiciness up and through the glute and the back body. That means something good is happening. You need to challenge. You need that challenge. So if you find some of the moves a little tough, no, you're getting outside of your comfort zone. That's a good thing. That means you are, improving. Now from here, let's heel toe out, nice and wide. You're going to sink down. Now you may be able to get so far, but this is what it's a juicy stretch here. So sink if you can. Try to have your chest lifted up. If you have to come down onto all fours, that's fine. But right here, opening up through the hips. Don't beat yourself up if you can't get to this position. Good. And then from here, we're just going to take our hands behind, come into our seats. Take our legs out in front. Take a deep breath up. Good transition onto the floor here. Let the head hang. We're going to bend up one knee and then the other. So just sort of pedal it out. One and then the other. So walking out, so driving your heel towards you, looking at your knees. And then extend both legs out, try to flex your toes and point them. And be mindful of the sensations in through the back body. Letting the head go. Good. One more breath. And let's restack spine. One vertebrae at a time. We're going to connect onto our back to do a spinal twist. So let's come on, but we're going to add something a little different to our spinal twist today. Making sure your arms are out like the letter T. With my inner thighs glued together, I let my legs just go to the side, and then I take my top leg and I extend it out towards the side. And then I bend, come up to center, let my pelvis roll along the floor, other side. And then I extend that leg. Good. And then meet me into the center, coming up, rolling, and then extend the leg. So that's good for the hips that we just sort of worked out and took them maybe to our edge a little bit. How far you hike up your toe, I'll leave that to you. So from here, if you want to hike up a little bit, again, you're being mindful of how your body is reacting and the sensations, and you're observing. Ultimately, your inner intuition is your best teacher. We guide you, we suggest, but I am not part of you, and vice versa, so do what your body is able to do. That's good. One more. Back to the center. Let's pull our knees in towards our chest. We're going nose to knee. So really come up into a ball. Use your biceps to pull your knees in. Connect up, so really rounding out through the spine. And then from here, extend the legs up. You're going to take your hands onto your legs and push your arms, extend them out fully. And then drop your legs away from you. So my heels are, if I did a plumb line, they're beyond my hips. So this is working your core a little bit. So my hands now are farther away from my legs. And then I lift my legs up so that they connect. And I float away. And then what I could do, if this is your happy place, stay right here. What you can also do is from here, drop them and then open, wrap them around to come back up to your hands. Carve your heels down. Again, lower spine connected. Wrap around. Perfect. Drop the heels about a 45 and then wrap around. We'll do this one more time and then we get to reverse it. Wrap around. So now we circle first and we drop our legs away and then send them back up to our hands. Use your breath. Exhale. Active feet. I find if my feet are active, it controls my legs. Good. Again, if this is your happy place, stay here. You can also hover your heart away from the floor. So you're really getting that full core connection. Good, 2 more. Good, last one. Surrender, melt everything down. Take your heels wide apart. And I'm going to windshield wash one leg and then the other. So just relax that inner thigh towards the floor. So just melting it one then the other. We're not done with the core yet. We'll do one more core exercise in this position. And then we'll work our back body momentarily. Let's heel toward in. Again, here's our guide for our palms resting on our knees. We're going to just release, kiss the floor with our heel, alternating. And if you wanted to do both, you can. So play around with it, whatever you like to do. Whatever works for you today. If you're feeling really strong, then both get to play. If not, maybe next time. So good. So it's the hip joint that's moving, not my knee. Good, and we'll do 2 more rounds. Yes, excellent. One, the other, then both.
Are you breathing? Make sure you're not holding your breath. People tend to hold their breath. If it's a challenge, like right there, they'll tend to hold the breath. Oh, we don't want to do that. Pull in. Nice. Maybe rock a little bit side to side. We're going to stretch out our glutes. We're going to take our right leg down onto the floor, crossing over, thread through, stretch out through that glute. Now you can hold on to your hamstrings here, or you can let the shin drop to floor. If it's available, you can take the knee and pull the knee in towards you. Make sure the foot over the knee is active. Two more breaths. Nice. And then release. Switch those legs around, crossing. Good. And threading through. Active foot. Again, choose. You can grab hold of the knee if you want to. So good on you for coming out and being consistent with your practice, because that is very important, to be consistent. This will keep you in a rhythmic kind of pace for your everyday life. So there's a schedule usually that human beings are, they love that scheduling. So this is why we keep it at the same time each and every week. So there's some purpose and intention and mindfulness each and every week. Let's release. We're going to take our feet, grab hold of them, try to come into a happy baby. Release your spine. Your knees rest on the outside of your wrists. Little rocking perhaps side to side. And then from here, let's kick up. So my heels kick towards my tailbone and eventually come up. So rocking on the spine is so good. I'd like to do a move onto our lap so you get the back body just as much as the front. You gotta be fair. So this move is called a turtle. So my hands are extended out and my nose gently kisses. So once you get the move, try to look down. And we're gonna open up like a turtle. So start with the letter capital I. And then we're gonna open up the legs and the arms. And then come back down, surrender into that capital R. Now you can rest your fingertips if need be. Ultimately, you want to try and cover. So open up, keep your eye gaze down to the floor. Bring the legs and arms together. Open up, reach towards those toes, and then come to center. So we don't necessarily come into the center and totally collapse. We have integrity there. In through our back body. Lift, hover the heart, and then come back down. Good. Lift, hover the heart, and then back down. We're going to do 3 more of these. Open lift, and then back down. Nice. You should feel that energy in through your back body. Let's take our hands underneath. Right from here, lift and hover. Good. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and try to imagine connecting your elbows as well. We're going to release our hands, interlace. Our index finger points towards heel. Lift off as much as you can. Make sure you're breathing the whole entire time. Now just be mindful of your back, how it feels. Strengthening those back muscles. 2 more breaths. And then surrender down. Take your hands, we're going to come into our child's pose. So push the body up, connect your toes. Your knees can go as wide as need be. Surrender your hips towards your heels. Take those fingertips out wide. Rest your forehead.
Try to settle the body down now, calming it, taking some deep breaths in. 3 more breaths here. And then pull yourself up. And swing our legs around. We're going to come into Shavasana. So tall through the spine. Nice bend into the knees. We're going to earn it like we always do. So tucking the tail under. Each vertebrae will connect slowly, slowly, slowly. And then relax, palms open towards the sky. Allow the toes to tip outwardly. And then gently rest your eyelids on your face and connect the breath. So breathing in and out rhythmically. Start to calm the body right down. Your breath is what will guide you into a state of calm and relaxation. So if you want to, you can put your hand on your heart, another one on your belly. Survey the body from head to toe. If parts of your body need some TLC, breathe into those areas right now. As you exhale, allow relaxation to cascade from your head to your toe. And as our Shavasana practice today, we're going to be speaking about mindfulness. To allow all your bones to fully surrender and relax. So being mindful. Ask yourself, how present are you right now? Be present in the moment. Try to connect your mind to where it is and not caught up in thinking too much. Why does mindfulness matter? Mindfulness reconnects us to the inherent richness of life, inwardly and outwardly. It's a richness of embodied wakefulness and possibilities that can only be found and inhabited in this timeless moment we call right now. So as humans, we are trained and conditioned to continually do things for a purpose. And we are pressured into investing in time and energy to always get results. Mindfulness turns this all upside down. Being mindful does many things to your mind and your soul. As you learn to be more mindful, it embraces how you are now. And you are able to see yourself in different dimensions. But just know, as a human being, you are already whole and complete. Realize and embrace this. Take a deep breath, like a wave washing over your whole entire body. Be in silence and quiet. It develops your mind into a state of wakefulness. In quiet and still, you learn to cultivate embodied presence. And the more you dive in, the richer your own self becomes. Teaching yourself mindfulness, it not only enriches you as a human being, but also relationships with yourself, with family, with friends, with Mother Earth. Being mindful
mindful means to befriend all of the inner voices inside of your head. Here you are one and present within your own self. You learn to drop into your moment and simply be. Mindfulness is not something that we do, it's something that we develop and just simply be. Take a deep breath. Breathing deeply will create a moment that you can get the most out of the situation. Fill every nook and cranny with breath and relax into your own self. Drop into yourself. Hold on to your awareness. Emotion sensations will arise, and honor that. Exhale any negativity. Inhale positive attitude. Drill down into what is essential for your well-being right now. Listen to your heart, and then trust your ethical heart. On the next breath, breathe in a sense of integrity, awakefulness, energy, and this calmness and mindfulness. Let it trickle through the remainder of your day. Let's start to awaken the body, circling your wrists and ankles. Extend your arms over top of your head to a full body stretch from fingertips to toes. Pull your knees up into your chest. Rock side to side. And then when you're ready, bring yourself up to a seated position. Pull your hands to heart, bow your head. Honoring our bodies, honoring ourselves. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, energized. Thank you very much for coming out and sharing your energy with me today. Have a wonderful Thursday. See you Sunday at 9. And remember, you can also watch this on YouTube at your own convenience or repeat rituals. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks so much, Heather. It's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks, Heather. Have a good day.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too. I love your pup.
Thank you. You too. Leave it.